Good lord. Everyone has facial hair.
Well, of course.
You may have missed something.
Oh, nice.
My favorite one is...
Place like this?
My favorite one has to
Just
be
the two of
Guys.
you? Luke, you never told me
He just
you and
rocks
Tyr
it the
had that
best.
sort of relationship.
Wait a minute.
Tyr probably should not grow facial hair.
That said, Jade is a total Snidely Whiplash.
Very
That is
ideas,
completely
sir.
fitting.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Tyr is like, I would never have sex
What are
with
you
this guy.
doing? Come on.
Now I'm mad.
Damn, that was cold.
She's terrible.
Yes, it was. You sound like you're having fun, Colonel. More than you could ever.
I love how he.
Okay.
I was about to say, I love how he says that with a straight face, but then you edited it. So, God damn it. We left you alone with this video for too long.
For far too long.
Yeah.
Wait, why doesn't Mew have facial hair?
Well, he's already covered in fur.
Yeah.
No, that's just an excuse.
That's the thing. Ever since I made this part, it's kind of like I've been putting it off and on and off, on and off, and ever since like it just had nothing to do, so they just decided to all grow mustaches and beards. But Mew just was not able to get anything differently.
Stop treating me like a child.
Luke just has that thing with keeping his hair short, so he never got far.
Okay, now I really want to know what's a goggle head, whatever. That they just name it now. Oh no!
And the thing is, I know where you ripped that from because I gave that to you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go! I think you need more men!
Tyr, Guy, thanks.
I was trying to get her killed.
So, yeah, okay, this brings us forth
I wasn't
something.
scared.
Nico, new project, you need to make Tales of the Abyss What If
That's
mode.
great.
Needs to
I'm
happen.
proud of you.
Am I not
Even
already
with
doing
your
this?
past,
That's a
if
good
you hadn't
point.
saved
That's good.
Annis just then, I'd have lost all respect for
Okay,
you.
that line was really pretentious.
Yeah, Natalia is a little bit of a bitch here.
Yeah.
I never really.
I'm a little
It's been really long since I played this
Guy
part
was
of the
a
game, but
Malkuth
that was
aristocrat.
really annoying.
He probably
I would
has
have
a
lost all
fortune set
respect for
aside
you
in the
forever
Imperial Treasury.
because I'm a bitch.
Guy.
I would have lost all respect for you knowing you have a phobia and that's really hard for you to be
I
within
think
a
I'll
1
pass.
foot radius of a woman.
Yeah, what kind of logic is that, Natalia? Okay.
That is also one of...
I had to do it.
Huh?
Oh my.
Why?
That's quite the picture.
You know, if they didn't show him flying. No, you fucker!
So yeah, Mew now.
Nobody will ever know what it looks like. Ever.
Nope.
Hey, there's something there. Is it a monster?
Yes, it's a monster, you fucker. It's always a monster.
No.
Way to go, Abyss, with white
It's a Uniceros.
freaking subtitles on the
The
white
sacred animal that
freaking
appears in
background
ancient
again.
Samian myth?
Yeah, the skits are
A
very guilty of
legendary
that too
Uniceros.
sometimes.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
we catch it, we could get at least 50 million gold easy.
Uniceros like clean air. If you take one to a city, it may die.
Oh.
I mean, they would probably kill it anyway.
Right?
Suffering.
They'd be like, holy shit, what's that? Stab.
No, I mean, like, how are they going to use it anyway?
Oh.
Was this trying to be a reference to the Aselians
Something's
unicorn?
coming.
Because no, I just
It's behind
realized
us.
it.
Might be.
Ah, are Uniceros violent?
Not at all. They're supposedly really
This
good.
one's not,
They
though.
never attack people.
No, he likes crazy jungle music.
Let's not
Yeah,
go
he also
hard
likes to
look at
spam spells.
I like how
Yeah.
Ryan just walks away.
I mean, at least he's not being stupid.
I liked how the Uniceros charged at you, and then it took a step back, and it was like, wait a minute, no, I do want to fight, and then it went forward again.
Yeah. This fight goes terribly for me, partially because his most annoying attack is exactly at my preferred, so to say, you know, distance. And also, this fight would have been much easier for me if I didn't have any party members on me. That's actually how it goes for most fights.
Well, clearly you need to do a Natalia solo like everybody else on YouTube.
God, no, please. No more Natalia solo.
That's
I do
Natalia
one.
solo.
Everyone is
I
trying
do
to do a
one.
Natalia solo now.
Yep.
Because it's the new hipster thing.
Yeah, totally. That's oh, go on.
I always like the echo on Blue Embrace. It really sounds really cool. It's really random, but I always like it.
Yeah, everybody get into the fucking attack. Thank you very much.
That's Tails AI for you.
It gets even worse.
Yeah.
Even within this fight. This is actually like one of my other attempts at this. I had a better one, but I just decided to keep this one because it's awful.
And we here at Mizuho only deserve the worst.
Exactly.
You went flying, damn. Just slide right across.
She has the best falling animation, thank you very much.
She does. That's why you put Natalia on your team, just to look at her fuck all the time.
Uh-huh.
So do you think
Fall
if
her
Natalia
on.
does that? So do you think if Natalia does that near a coffin, the coffin will explode?
Oh god.
I want that to I want that to be a feature. Just
You see, you two get what I'm referring to. Everyone else, nope.
I don't, thankfully.
Oh,
Okay,
you should.
Tyr,
because
get
we've
in.
talked about it before.
Get into the spell quick, quick, Tyr. Take it for me because I was not in the near vicinity, and
Tyr was
nobody
like,
would have
I
got
will
hurt.
Save you.
Nobody would have gotten hurt if it weren't for you, Tyr.
You're not going to heal her, seal, right? Because she has seal status thing.
She can go fuck herself.
And she
And
does.
yeah, thank you, Luke, for not using a freaking attack when you're in Overnight.
It's Radiant Mythology all over again.
You know, I never noticed that they actually use a second animation for using items on other party members. Because this was the first game they introduced stupidity that is item thrower.
Yep.
Yeah,
And they literally throw the item at people.
exactly. They just absorb it with their skin.
Yep.
Yeah, I always imagine like a character that was knocked out, and they go like, "Here, use this," and they throw a bottle to their faces, like all the glasses with tons of blood, and we're like, "Oh."
No, what I like to imagine is whenever you use an item on somebody, you just throw it and they catch it like a dog in the air.
But how do they catch items if they are knocked out?
It just falls into their face.
You just kind of pour it all over them and hope it works.
How dare you? How dare you hit me, you little bitch?
Guard me while I'm casting.
Got me while I cast.
Whatever,
Now that
whatever.
you're dead,
Tyr.
I've got no problem protecting you. Not
Now
at
I have
all.
less things to worry about. Now I have nothing to worry about, so I decide to go all out.
We're in danger.
Fun. And you win.
Do not think you can escape.
And you try to activate your Mystic Art.
Yes,
Is everyone all right?
and it killed it with the last fucking shot.
Yep.
Happens.
Remember that one time that Astral Rain was fire elemented for some reason? Yeah, I remember that.
I'll heal its wounds.
Why?
Even though it looks like you cut off
What
its
do we do
legs.
now? It may attack us again once it wakes up.
They're probably
Let's have you
valuable.
talk to it.
Why didn't they just try this at first?
Well, because it was attacking them and we needed
Yeah.
a boss fight.
Yeah, it makes sense to like heal it first, then talk to it. Yeah, right.
He doesn't like the miasma. Some got close to him, so he got irritated and attacked without thinking.
But there's no miasma
Other than the,
around
you know, miasma we noted
He says
before the
Tyr has
fight.
miasma inside her body.
Do you know what he means?
No.
Tyr, what have you been doing with your? I don't know what to
I
say
don't
in the
get it.
podcast.
Maybe it has to do with Tyr being
Tyr,
born next month.
we should talk in private. if you have any, if you have any trouble, there are other ways to deal with them than drugs.
He was thanking Tyr just
Yes.
now for healing him.
Oh,
He is
the
still
Uniceros
neighing.
must have made a mistake. Once it realized that, it thanked her and left.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
bet you're happy
Thank
you
you,
didn't get
Natalia,
kicked,
for being
huh,
such a
Tyr?
supportive character.
Yep.
Don't look at me like that. It was a joke.
God forbid Luke try to have a sense of humor.
His sense of humor is the worst sense of humor because it's Luke.
I'll open it.
Oh, Ian, hi. Where were you? Like,
Hiding. I always
I
like
always
those
loved how the
animation.
phonic seals are literally like Elox.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Ion? Yes.
So do you think
I'm
they
just a
hire
little
locksmiths for
tired.
this stuff, like special
Tyr
kinds?
gets the same way when she activates the
I love how
passage rings.
pixelated those
Perhaps
those
the side effect of
binds
Dawn Age
are.
phone
Those
machinery and
plants.
phonic arts.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
8-bit textures.
Ion, shall we rest over here?
No, let's
It
go.
gets particularly
Don't force
noticeable
yourself,
when you
Ion.
use
If you're not feeling
the
good, say something.
software to force
Thank you,
progressive scan in the game, which is all I'm doing here.
Right.
Did another place fall? Or is it...
Yes. It may be the tree's instability due to the out-of-control Sephiroth.
These earthquakes have become more frequent.
I love
I feel
Natalia's.
sick every time there's an earthquake.
Yes, like
Remind me
Natalia
before we
News
midair.
24/7.
I hope we
Yep.
can make the land safe again soon.
The recap of everything everybody knows.
At least she's not as bad as Kagome from Inuyasha. I'll give her that.
Yeah. And this place is really weird when it comes to loading times.
Yep.
By the way, I did not edit in those stops. The game just freezes for
It's
those
the same as
moments.
Shuri Hill.
Loading
The Union Seal
time.
hasn't been unlocked.
Yeah.
Guess we'll have to go look for it.
I guess because all of those animations are going on, it's just too much to handle for the
Union
poor old
Seal's been
PS2.
unlocked. Now it should respond
Yeah,
to
because
Tyr.
Abyss is a very optimized game.
If this happens again, we should probably check the
Yeah,
devices in
it's
the area.
magic.
Tales of game design exists for a reason.
You know, I want a book that opens when I just look at it.
I'm wondering who designed that thing in the first place. Like, they couldn't just put a book on a pedestal. No, they had to fuse the pedestal with the book.
My brother hasn't been here yet.
Well, you don't want
Does
people
this mean
to look at your
anyone who
porn,
can
do
use
you?
the seventh phone
Apparently
can
not.
control it?
Apparently you're really dead. But then
No,
again,
the
if your
control
porn
panel
opens
is
up
dormant.
whenever anybody looks at it, like,
Probably
what's the
because we
point?
ignored Van's
No,
code
just when
we used
Tyr
the
looks at it.
passage rings at Shuri
Oh
Hill.
my.
Just went here.
The
She gets to
passage
look at
rings in
all
other
of the
lands
porn.
connected in parallel
Yes.
considered Luke an intruder. So they executed an emergency shutdown.
Then we can't control it?
I can't control
I
it!
think it'll work.
Dark
Dark Guy
Rises.
rises.
Commands
Yeah.
into it with his hyper-resonance
Dark Guy rises.
Brute force,
And
huh?
considering he has
So what
Raising
should I do?
Phoenix, well,
For measuring the vibration frequency, nothing. But considering the future, we
I
should
love how
probably
this
set
is
things
just a
up to lower the
complicated,
land.
complicated way of saying, Natalia,
Should
you're
I write
useless,
something?
because otherwise she would be able to control it as a seventh bonus.
Draw a line between the fourth Sephiroth and
and
he
she
mean-
can't clearly use the
Sephiroth.
7th phone on because, you know,
Yeah.
it's the killer.
Sephiroth.
So.
That's
Yeah,
No, I
she
know.
is.
There's no point.
What I mean is that before in the
Also
plot they
connect
say
the
that
first
any
and
seventh
third
bonus can
Sephiroth.
control the panel.
Beside the sixth
Yeah.
Sephiroth, right?
But
They
they
just have
decided
Tyr
to,
do it, yeah.
normal speed.
No, actually, earlier they just kind of established that it doesn't react to anybody other than Tyr.
Oh, other than Yulia people,
What
yeah,
does
that's
this
right.
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
When we lower the first Sephiroth, the
If
radiation
it
gate,
worked properly, once the
that
panel
orders
is
this
open,
passage
anyone
ring
should
to
be able to
activate and
control
lower
it.
this land
But
as
no.
So, you know, that makes me wonder, what if,
Same
like,
order on
Tyr
every
was standing
passage
there,
ring in the
opened the
outer
book,
lands.
and then someone,
Then
like,
give the descent
stepped in front of
command to the
Tyr? Would it just
radiation
close?
gate.
Would it be like,
I
nah,
see.
nah.
Then all of the outer lands will descend at once.
You know, it would be really cool if like Luke
Now
was
it's left
working
is the
his
vibration
ass on that
frequency
thing,
of the core.
and then Tyr was like, "Oh, look at this shiny thing!"
Colonel.
and then everything explodes.
It's simple. Touch the
Dunk.
counter to the center phone stone.
I'll do it.
Yeah, hand him that off screen because we don't want to bother that.
Is this all?
Yes.
Boring. I got all work.
Shut up, Annis.
Nothing.
Shut up, Anis.
I'm
Abyss
afraid
plot
it wasn't
in a nutshell.
designed for
Oh, I mean what?
entertainment.
Let's return to Sheridan.
You know, one of the sad things about Abyss is that they have a lot of smart ways to deal with problems, but they never have to work because otherwise the game would end too quickly.
Yeah.